2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30-40 years, it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack in experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her.
And here we are with the third shot. Oh, well done.
What's in front of them, Henny?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock solid par right there.
Lydia Ko is currently sitting in top spot on the leaderboard.
Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort. Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Well, that's a handy shot.
Playing from around 160 yards.
Downwind on this shot.
Not a bad play, that one.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Ooh, right by the hole. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Oh, so close. It's just about 3 feet away. That limits the damage. He finds himself in a share of 8th. The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going down? Big par saver coming up for this fella. Was on a good line. Just 3 feet to the cup. And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
The 4th hole, the first of the par 3s on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Playing within their comfort zone there.
This putt for a spot in the top 5.
Just hammered that through the line. Par putt coming up here. That's frustrating.
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 5th is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
And back to the course with the live action. The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch because she's got a very unique swing, and when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over her golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Sitting at 2 over for the day. Currently tied for 9th.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for 3rd. Okay, steady now. That'll sting a bit.
Putting for a par now. That gets the job done.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left are going to be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back.
From about 130 yards here, he's 2 shots back.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just a couple back from our leader. Great touch. Really nicely played.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Sitting at 2 over for the day. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.